Okay, so this is improvised. You're probably not gonna be able to see me most of the time because I'm turning my wheel. But this is the only spot I could find to put my phone because I don't have the holder. This is going to be my first video, so don't expect too much. Today is June 21st, and I decided I'm gonna give myself 25 weeks, which is 6 months, to completely change my life and my trajectory, because I am sick and tired of just feeling stuck in one place and not being able to do what I want to do and have a life of freedom that I want to have. If you're interested, just follow along and we'll see where we get. I'm fairly excited about this because I've been putting this off for so long, and I've made a plan now. So let's see how this plan goes. I'm gonna try to stick to it as much as possible without falling off again, because I've spent the last 8 years or so just chasing that motivation, that spike of motivation to keep me going, and it kept me going for a week or two, and then I fell off again. And I'm sick and tired of that, so I actually want to make a change in my life for real, instead of just wishing for it, and instead of just waiting for some perfect moment, which I honestly spent too much time waiting on. I understand now that there is no such a thing as perfect moment or perfect timing. It's it's gonna feel off anytime you start, because, and it's one of my favorite quotes. It says, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So that also, the lightning is a bit bad, but it doesn't matter. Hopefully my phone doesn't tip and fall off. It's not very stable where I have it right now. I have it on my dashboard. I'll be right back. I need to grab a drink. I am dehydrated as hell. I'll be right back. I was gonna grab a Monster because I've been obsessing over them lately, but I did decide I was gonna go for this Vitamin Wasser instead. Vitamin water. That's refreshing. I also hate the new, it's not new anymore, but you know the thing where this cap sticks on the packing? That's a European thing, and I generally dislike it because it's super annoying. It can be very, very annoying, and then if you tear it off, it becomes super sharp, and then I've cut my lips in the past, so oh man, I wish you could see the scar right there. I don't even know what it is. Most likely an old-timer. It's just some, what is it? What even is that? I don't even know. But anyway, as I was saying, I was relying too much on the motivation, and I was waiting for that perfect moment that never comes. So I realized you have to start imperfect, because that's the only way you're gonna go out of your comfort zone. That's the only way you're gonna actually improve in this world. Everything is imperfect, but that's kind of what makes it perfect in the end, you know what I mean? Because chasing perfection is it's not something you can achieve. It is not. It's simply not. And then I was trying to do that, and I was falling off each time. And then I was wondering, why am I falling off? Why can't I reach my goals? Well, it's because I was trying to reach for something that is not there to be reached, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's a bit hard for me to put my thoughts into words, but I hope you know what I'm saying, at least a bit. Maybe you can find yourself in what I'm saying, which I would hope for, because one of my reasons for creating this video and the future videos, is maybe to also help someone who struggles with the same problems I'm struggling with, and then we can improve together If I could help anyone with the same problems that I'm having, that would be awesome. That would be really cool. So like I said, waiting for perfection is not something you wanna be doing, because it doesn't exist. This is also why I just created this video today. The lighting is a bit off, the angle is also a bit weird, but it's a video nonetheless. It's a first step towards my goals, and that is something. Like, that is 1% increase. That is a 1% better me than I was yesterday. And I'm gonna force myself to post this, so if you see this video, know that I went out of my comfort zone to make it a reality, because this is not comfortable for me. This is honestly it's pretty uncomfortable, and this is good. It's also freezing. Today was a very hot day here. I think it was like 35 degrees out Celsius, but I can see maybe there's rain coming. I can see some dark clouds in the distance. But yeah, anyway, back to the point. Honestly, I've been pretty unhappy for the past few years. There's really nothing, like, I have a good life. I had a normal childhood, but I am unhappy because inside of me there is a burning desire for something bigger than what I have now. I am not in this for the money. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not in it just for the money, for the sake of having money. Sometimes when I spend my free time scrolling through TikTok, or actually I don't have TikTok, when I spend some time like scrolling through Instagram or something, and I keep seeing those reels of people posting Lamborghinis and Rolexes and stuff. Yeah, okay, that's all very nice, but I think it brainwashed younger generations into thinking that they have to have Rolexes and Lamborghinis in order to be happy. Yeah, I knew that's gonna happen. Alright, I'm back. Well, because I'm on a highway, I had to speed up a bit faster this time, and my phone just fell. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, younger generations are being brainwashed. They see that Instagram lifestyle, and they don't realize that most of the time that can actually be completely fake. They start comparing themselves, thinking they're not good enough, and that they need Lamborghinis, Rolexes, yachts to be successful. In my opinion, that's just a side effect of success. That you should not aim for that, because otherwise you're just gonna chase money, and then you're gonna get money, and then you're gonna realize you're still not happy. You have to know what you're passionate about, and then make that a business or a lifestyle, because otherwise you're just gonna be empty. But yeah, I guess to each their own. I have my own goals, and you should also have your own goals. It's just important that the end goal is not monetary. It's not just to hold a stack of cash in your hands, because cash in itself is a tool that has to be used to achieve a good life. So to summarize the whole video, I decided to stop waiting for the perfect moment. I decided to actually make a change once and for all in my life, and I want to document it. I am a creative type of person, so I like creating content. When I was younger, I used to create gaming videos for YouTube, and that was the time of my life. But I grew a bit too old for video games right now. It's just there's too many other priorities in life that have to be taken care of, and I simply don't have time for video games anymore. Although I sometimes really wish I could play again, at least for a little bit. But yeah, it's time to focus on more important things, so I'm gonna use that creativity to produce this type of content now, and let's see what I can do in the next 25 weeks, 6 months. And yeah, this was me stepping out of my comfort zone. This was me making a random ass video that wasn't even structured, wasn't planned. I literally just went outside, went to the park so I I can plan my projects and my 25-week journey. And on the way back, I decided that I'm not gonna wait anymore, I'm not gonna procrastinate anymore, I'm just gonna turn on the camera and start recording. And whatever happens, happens, you know. So, if you made it to the end of this video, which I highly doubted, but if you somehow did, I appreciate it. And let's see what happens after 25 weeks of struggle. And I don't know, did I forget to say anything? I don't know, I kind of have a feeling that I forgot so many things I wanted to say and so many points that I wanted to make, but yeah, whatever. Even if I did, like I said, I'm not gonna aim for perfection anymore. It's time to learn from the past mistakes. You should always try to learn at least from your mistakes, because, well, everybody makes mistakes, but people who repeat the mistakes are usually not that intelligent. So I'm gonna try to be a bit more intelligent than I was in the past. Over the past 8 years, I definitely learned a lot of valuable and pretty tough lessons, but I did. So now it's time to use that knowledge and actually improve. Alright, cheers to me looking back at this video a year from now and seeing how much I improved. Salute!